morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Yes, I'm late because the platform I was using just didn't want me to be great today. So I wasn't going to opt in to not actually coming on. So here I am. Okay, I'm here. And I'd love to thank you for joining me this morning. My name's Angela McGowan, your professional healthcare advocate, caregiver strategist. Yes, I have it. I'm the author and publisher of that book, What You Don't Know Could Kill You, How to Get Out of the Hospital Alive. That is me. And I am also the founder of Angie's Pace, as patient advocates committed to excellence. So I thank you for joining me this morning on Happy Tuesday. It is, in fact, Tuesday morning. I've had a busy morning already, and I had everything ready, but that's okay. I'm still here. We're still going to take care of it. We're still on our medical errors series, and this is part 2. Today's episode, if you were, is misdiagnosis and the domino effect. Okay, so just to review a little bit in case you weren't able to join us yesterday, medical errors is the number 3 killer of Americans, but it is not listed in the CDC's list of top 10. And why is that? There's a simple explanation for that. Because there's nowhere to check off medical error on the death certificate. That's it. Okay? And that's where it is going to remain at this time. But more importantly, getting past that, I say having the right primary care physician, I'm always talking about this, I shall not change, is super important because you must be able to be comfortable to ask questions about the advice they're giving you. It should not be a dictatorship in the doctor's office, certainly not. And here's another question. I mean, this goes right along with that. Are you? This will let you know if you have the right primary care physician. Are you indeed comfortable asking your doctor, listen, multiple questions about his or her advice? Not just, oh, well, what time or where will I be? No. But a powerful patient can and will ask multiple questions because a powerful patient is what? Always positive, prepared, persistent, passionate, and on purpose. So you put all that together, and there's no way they're not going to ask to get the information that they need. Excuse me. So let's talk about this domino effect, okay? So and the domino effect, okay, it happens, you know it's happening when you feel your appointment just going downhill, okay? What is number one thing? I call it the big 6, okay? Since that's like the domino, the big 6. All right, here's number 1 of the big 6. It's going downhill when you don't communicate. When you don't explain everything the way it is, the way you're feeling, okay? When you let the doctors like talking over your head or talking or consistently interrupting you while you are explaining why you are at the visit. What do they say? Why are you here today? And as you begin to explain, interruption, and you may even feel rushed through the important, okay? But you run the risk of not saying and not getting out those important facts, okay? And those facts will allow the doctor to give a correct diagnosis and also will allow you to do number 2. What is number 2 of the big 6? It's going downhill when we don't understand. And if you haven't given out all the information, okay, and if the doctor is not effectively communicating, you will not understand. And you can't understand, okay? You can't get understanding without questions or without clarity, okay? There's a possibility that you will be diagnosed incorrectly, and that has its own domino effect. We talked about some of that yesterday. When you don't fully know what's wrong with you, when you just get a piece of it or you think you have a glimpse of it and you start operating that way. And what does that mean? Like, you don't take tests, you don't do follow-ups, you don't change your diet. There may be things you can do. Let's talk about number 3, the 3. Okay, on our big six. Here, this is the best one. You know it is. We don't ask questions. No, that's not it. We don't ask what? The right questions. We don't ask the right questions. Okay. So when we don't ask questions and we don't understand what's going on, that's how we are misdiagnosed, because they are telling us their advice, but there's still things about our bodies, our symptoms, about the medications that we may or may not have already taken. And when you don't ask questions, you are now being told. You are not partnering. There's no collaboration going on in your appointment. And that is something that should go on in every appointment. Partnership and collaboration, whether it's with the PCP, whether it's with the specialist, regardless, it's a team effort all the time. All right, what's the next one on our big six? Okay, when we don't realize our fears. And this, I think, is a pretty big one. When you don't realize that fears stop you from other medical options, especially if this is something that is generational, that went on with your siblings, that might have gone on with your parents or grandparents, or just it runs throughout your family. The fear of what you've seen happen to other members in your family will paralyze you to the point that you will not actually engage in getting awesome health care, because you're just, I knew this would happen to me. It's in my family. And you just take on the doom and gloom without seeking other options. Medicine continues to reinvent itself and goes to higher heights as the years go on. If something happened a decade ago in your family, even 5 years ago, dare I say 3 years ago, things have changed. But you have to actively participate, asking questions, and not let fear paralyze you from hearing about or inquiring about other medical options. Okay? And let's see, was that number 4? Okay, that was number 4. Okay, number 5. Here we go, on our big six. When we don't understand that indecision may keep us from a better plan of care and treatment options. That's right. I'm not saying, hey, Jacqueline, how are you, sweetie? I'm not saying that you don't want to, I'm not saying that you don't want to like take a minute to, thanks for sharing, good morning. I'm not saying that you don't want to take a minute, depending on the diagnosis, and think about it. You know, go home, consult your family or your children, whatever it may be. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that indecision from next week to 2 months will change your outcome. It could very change your outcome from it being something that can be done and you'll be back on your feet in a few months, until something that takes 6 months to a year to get back. Indecision, okay? It keeps you from getting a better plan of care. Once you make a decision to go with this doctor, this specialist, then you have maybe even more questions. No problem, you should. Your family should be a part of it as well. And then you bring out the treatment options. Okay, so what's the percentage? What is this? What is that? Okay? You have to keep moving forward. Indecision, fear, all of that. I'm just going to come home and put my head in the sand. And I'm not saying, I have not been a part of those kind of things. I'm not saying this not happening in my family or to me, myself. But the point is, I had to think about, if I really love my family, right? I talked about this on Jacqueline's Happy Fifth Friday. If we're really all in the family, okay, then we cannot let indecision or fear paralyze us, keep us from getting back in there with our physicians, with these treatments, with these plan of cares. And if there is a situation where you don't know and understand, speak up about it. Okay, that's who I am, patient advocate, or you have someone else in your family. Bring it to each other, pray about it, talk about it, but move forward, okay? And then number 6 in the big 6 for the domino effect, we don't hold our providers accountable. We don't hold them accountable for not giving us the right tests, for not calling us back with the results, for not being like all in with us, okay? Absolutely. Hashtag all in the family. That's right. Absolutely. Your provider should be part of your team, okay? On there as being a cheerleader of sorts, as well as, you know, sort of the strategist, okay? They may be the strategist, but you have to buy into that strategy as well, and your family. So if you have someone that is basically, and I had a client to say that the doctor's like, well, I'm not sure, hashtag move forward. That's right. I'm not sure if your family member is going to make it out. What kind of all in the family of you're on my team collaboration is that? Sure, you can give me the percentages, but have you already resigned that it's a waste of time? This is why I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I know you got your PCP, your mom went there, your brother went there, your sister-in-law went there, you know, or but I'm telling you what I know now, what I'm thinking about. If the person that is leading your medical team does not feel that you are worthwhile putting 100% in, stop and get another one. I'd rather have someone I just met yesterday who says, let's try this, than someone I've known for 5 years that goes like, well, could be. I don't need that. I already have my own insecurities. I already have my own doubts I'm fighting against. I don't need to fight with my medical team. Absolutely not. Now, how are we responsible about this domino effect? Here it goes. If it's something as simple as clarity about a medical term and we don't ask because fear paralyzes, then it's on us. Okay? If we're not willing to stick up for ourselves, listen to me. If you don't fight for yourself, you can believe the doctor's not going to do it. But when he sees you are in, your family's in, he knows that his credibility is on the line or her credibility is on the line. And this is what you must understand more than anything. If you allow your doctor to do a mediocre job or not to really help you on this journey, guess what? Not only do they still go back to their family and live their lives, they get paid. That's right. You and your healthcare insurance are still going to pay them for that mediocre service. And I want to know why. No. I said yesterday, and let me review this. Misdiagnosing affects your care and your medication. Okay? That's why you ask questions. That's why we don't go into things guessing. You're going to take the wrong medicine for something that's not even wrong with you? No. It affects your finances in your family. Misdiagnosis will make you have procedures, okay, surgeries, be on disability for something that hasn't occurred. And now you have to go and get the right thing done. Now you're off from a 6-week, now you're off 3 months. And listen, the average family is $400 away from being bankrupt, from being in poverty. So do you think you can actually afford to be off for 3 months when you only need 4 weeks? See, this is too much. Let me see if I can. Let's see. It says trying to reconnect. I certainly hope it does. Trying. Video pause. Let's see. And it won't even let me write. Oh, wow. Come on, you can do it. Consider moving to a better signal or end the broadcast. Oh, I don't want to end the broadcast. Is it? Let's try. And Felicia's on. Okay, Roxanne. I got all you joined. I don't know if you can hear me, but maybe I will. But there's one way to check, isn't there? Yeah, let me do a check and see if, because as far as this is concerned, I'm not on. So I'm hoping that hold on. This is amazing. But I know it's because I have great information to give you all, and that is why this is happening to me at this moment. And it's still doing its thing. Am I on? It looks like I'm not. Okay. Well, let me stop and try to. I'll be right back on because I can't see anything anybody is saying. But I see the heart, so okay, maybe I'll just keep going. I'm gonna try it. If you can still see me, I hope. It says my video's been paused though. Let me just end it. Okay. And now it won't let me end it. Maybe I'm still on. Okay. If I'm still on, do you want to end this live video? So I guess, so can you guys give me some hearts if you can still see me? If you still can hear me or see me, I put cancel on here. Okay. So I guess, oh, well, okay, well, I'm going to keep going. I hope this is right. All right. So here it goes. Misdiagnosis of the finance and your family. Okay, your family. Listen, your family. Sorry, you guys had to hear me talk to myself. Your family, the family dynamic is at stake. Absolutely. Because now the person that has to be down for a while might have been the person, not just the person who might have been the sole provider, but maybe it's the person that did the transportation, that did a lot of the other dynamics. So now we have to rearrange those things. Okay, absolutely. But here's the deal. You can do anything when you know what's going on, but you can't work with misinformation. And that's what a misdiagnosis is. A misdiagnosis affects your future. Okay? How you will be able to move forward as a family. Okay? Because now you might have to take on a caregiver role, be it a family member or hiring a caregiver. That is possible as well. And that's something we need to think about. Listen, we need to also get in a state of mind about having a caregiver plan. It doesn't have to be for 20 years, but listen, everybody needs a 90-day caregiver plan. I dare say 120 days. That's 4 months. 4 months, definitely. And I want you to understand this, and I tell people all the time, your diagnosis is not the same as your symptoms. It's absolutely not. So you may be going and talking to the doctor based on a symptom, but the doctor, you should engage the doctor to say, no, what is this called? What is the exact name of it? What is the exact plan? What is the treatment regimen? Is it something that can be done holistically as well? Is it something that can be done with exercise, diet, along with a surgery, or can we just do a test? You need to get in there and listen, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way to cut this. You are literally fighting for your life when you go to the doctor. You can believe what I'm saying. You are in a fight. You're in a fight to live. So act like that. Act like you're in a fight to live and not like you're in a brawl. You're not just there to fight the doctor like coming to some kind of contention with him. But no, you're in there to fight for your life, and you're in there to fight for your family. And I certainly hope that everybody got all of that. If not, when I go back and look at it, I'll bring it back in. Listen, thank you for staying with me. I see these words in front of me. Maybe you see them too. I don't know. But I want to let you know that your health care is your responsibility, as well as it is your right to get excellent health care. Okay? It's not just a privilege. Yes, it's your right. And it's also your responsibility to make sure that you exercise your right at every opportunity. So, hey, I'm Angela McGowan, your professional healthcare advocate, your caregiver strategist. I'm the author and publisher of What You Don't Know Could Kill You, and it can, How to Get Out of the Hospital Alive. I thank you for joining me today, even between all of these different things that have been going on. Thank you for being here with me. Remember that I'm the one that will help you navigate through healthcare's sea of red tape. And I create strategies that will allow you to give excellent care to those loved, and cared for. So every time I'm with you, I leave you with what? Two things. What is that? Blessings and joy. Why? Because they both belong to you. Have a blessed day, and hopefully tomorrow everything will be on point. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everybody. And it still won't let me sign up. Look at that. It doesn't want me to leave. Didn't want me to come on. This is amazing. Okay, there it is. I don't know if it's going to even let me sign off, but eventually this broadcast is going to end. This is funny. You can't get on, and then you can't leave. Okay, there I am. I think it's going to let me leave. Well, let's see. I'm still leaving, and it's not ending.